Very good. IPlytics, intellectual property analytics. It was actually during my PhD when I got to learn that insights on worldwide patent filings, product releases, or standards information can create very interesting insights to analyze the market. And it was just after my PhD when I joined a consultancy where I learned that companies find that data and advanced analysis on that data very, very valuable. And the reason is because companies and different departments of companies, for example, the technology and R&D divisions need to understand what the next technology trend is and, which company will disrupt the market. The patent department needs to understand, who holds the relevant patents. Is there any risk when not joining new markets? Then strategy departments need to think about competition. Who is the main competitor for a new market, for an existing market? Are we behind? And also marketers need to understand about opportunities and think about their own assets, intellectual property assets, for example, and how to commercialize these. The big problem all these departments in those corporations have is that the information overflow cannot be handled anymore. Thinking about patent filings, think about we have 500,000 new patents filed every month only. 50,000 patents are traded, meaning changing ownership. We have over 400,000 scientific articles about new advances in technology, and we have over 10,000 newly ratified standards, technology standards like Wi-Fi, 5G, NFC, RFID, very important technology that will shape the future of the technology landscapes. A big problem, similar to the speakers before, it is very time and cost consuming and often a manual process to understand these data sets. I was one of them, I was a consultant myself, and most companies spend most of their money on those consultants, on law firms, people that manually look into patents, into patent claims to understand those intellectual property landscapes. So what if there was one intelligent tool to do all that? IPlytics is an IP intelligence solution that collects and analyzes data from multidimensional sources. So we, for example, have an access to worldwide patent filings, all machine translated to English. We have access to worldwide standards documents, scientific articles, or product information and company information. We have an AI algorithm to evaluate and cross-correlate these data points. So the most important thing is understanding if a patent is securing a niche technology or if it's a gold nugget and if it's really protecting a disruptive technology. And it's important to understand how patents relate to other technologies and to products or to the competition. Our software and our solution is worldwide used by the richest company in the world, actually, across the US, Europe, Asian countries like China, Korea, and Japan. And I give you some examples. InterDigital, a US-based company, they're using IPlytics across their whole intellectual property departments, which goes from patent filings, patent management, licensing, up to litigation, for understanding, for example, technology landscapes around the wireless space. IPlytics, in the pitch of software solutions, was the only one that could answer their questions, and that is an account 100K recurring revenue per year. Another customer we have is Samsung. Here we work with the headquarters in Seoul, but also the US dependencies on the European departments across departmental, but they're using our software, I think, in 10 different departments. Main issue for them is understanding who holds the most relevant patents for the 5G technology. Again, our software was the only one that could answer their questions. That is a 150K recurring revenue account. And those are just examples, but the market is huge. If you think about R&D spending that relates to patent filings, we have over $1 trillion per year. As to the Mannheim Innovation Survey, a recent survey, 5% of that is typically spent on IP analytics. Most of that yet manual, but that creates a market of $50 billion alone. We have a great team at IPlytics where we have experience in artificial intelligence, large database information retrieval, but also in international software sales and marketing. And with that team, we were able to scale over the past years, having multi-million recurring revenues per year. And of course, attracted also a couple of venture capitalists already, because our vision is that IPlytics will become the worldwide system of record for any IP analytics decision-making. So should you know anyone in intellectual property, do them a favor, tell them about us. I'll be happy to connect. Thank you.